Okay, hi, Vector Illustration, and welcome to week 3. I've got some things I want to talk about. I just got done finishing the videos for the poster, the week 2 iteration of our poster, which is the continuation of week 1. So, anyways, make sure you go in and take a look at those. But I'm seeing a couple of patterns that I want to talk about, and one of them is that we're everybody, just about without exception, I think there's only a couple of students that really took an illustrative approach, while everyone else seems to be taking a typographic approach. And I think that's a mistake. I think that we really need to bring the potential out in what you're going to learn in the next few weeks. I know it's really difficult to try to to plan a concept on what you're going to learn. I know that's so difficult to wrap your head around, but the thing, and everybody's so excited to get started on their poster that I think a lot of what we are looking at is kind of jumping ahead and going into what we're comfortable with, being, typography and using type to express ourselves as opposed to image, specifically illustration. So be sure to view all of your comments, but I want you guys to take a look. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take a look at this first. I just brought up a few examples of illustrative poster techniques, not even techniques, just illustrative posters. So I want you just to take a quick look. Now, so this is really featuring illustration, right? I mean, the obviously the type is filling in the rest of the information, right? But this is just really great. I mean, this is the attention getter right here, this crazy octopus with the bubbles. This is secondary. It happens to be that this is an illustrative poster. Let's take a look at another one. Same thing. This one's a lot more digital in nature, the way it looks and the way it's handled. But still, we've got this digital technique, right? And everything has been actually digitally illustrated. Again, okay, and the list goes on. That one's a little different because there's so much going on. But again, these are all little illustrations in here, guys. Let's just keep going down the line, and you see all of these techniques, these really cool techniques that you guys should really start thinking about using as opposed to a lot of the typographic techniques. Okay, so all I did here is just say, all I did is a illustrative posters image search on Google, and so I mean, no great secret there. Let me close that down, and let's just jump over here to week 3 and see what we have in store here. Okay, so overview is this. Basically, this week is about two things. It's about color and type, and color and type are the two most emotional choices that a designer has to make. So they're critical choices. That being said, I'm going to jump back over to our main menu, and I want to take a look at week 3. Both these presentations, color and typography. Personally, I think the typography presentation's a little bit underdeveloped, and I just opened the wrong window, so sorry about that. Okay, I wanted to open this guy right here. Week 3, color presentation. So let's jump down there, and this guy is a wonderful lecture. It really is. Open Illustrator, work along with this. It's just handled beautifully. And this information is something you're going to use from now until the last day of your career as a designer. So it's very critical that you read this just to get a baseline idea of where we're going in a lot, in the way we talk about color and the way we apply color, so that so that you can get up to speed on exactly what not only designers are talking about when they talk in terms of color and color lingo, as it were, but also learning how to use these wonderful color tools within Illustrator. Now I'm going to go back here and I want to take a look at this This is the one, I think it's underdeveloped, but it is just an introductory typography lecture, kind of couple examples. I'd like you to take a little bit deeper look into typography. I mean, I'm going to be offering some suggestions, but this is basically what we have here. So, you know, I don't know if those of you have had other typography classes, but just do some quick research on basic typography. You know, just read a little bit about what's expected in digital typography. Not much, just enough to back up your illustrations, okay? So then you have your poster due here, and I just want to jump over to what's due in the book. I've got the book open here, and this week's chapters are Chapter 2, Managing Color, and as you can imagine, this is a pretty critically important chapter because you're doing everything here from synchronizing color through your programs, your Adobe programs, to actually changing your document's profile and choosing color settings for Illustrator. It also goes through just these wonderful steps. And like I said, keep Illustrator open when you read through this. So that's chapter 2, and then the other chapter we have is chapter 20. So that, as you guessed, is style and edit type. Create style and edit type. We had so we had, what was that, chapter 19? Oh, so 19, yeah. So we have 19 and 20. We have create type and style and edit type. So these are really super important, especially for a lot of students where I recommended that perhaps you work on some areas of your posters, you know, whether it be a headline area or whatever you would develop using these digital techniques, okay? So that's really what I have. Basically, my main thing this week is to get you guys to really change gears and start thinking about more of an illustrative approach. Okay? If anybody has any questions, holler at me, and I'll see you guys this week in discussion board. Thanks. Everyone's doing awesome work, by the way. Everyone. So without question, without hesitation, everyone in the class is really, I like this class. You guys are good. Yeah, good job. Keep it up. All right? Thanks, guys.